Many times in Spanish, when we're using past participles, we can use them as adjectives. And remember that our adjectives always have to agree in number and in gender of what it is they're describing. So that means they need to be masculine, feminine, singular, and plural. So a quick reminder, how do we form our past participles? And if you need a refresher, there is a more extensive video. You take your infinitive, you drop your AR, your ER, and your IR, and then you either add ado or ido. Also, please note that we do have a bunch of irregulars that you need to memorize, and when you're adding ido after an A, an E, or an O, don't forget to write your accent. Alright, well if you need more of that, go find the other video. Okay, well, how can we use these? Let's go ahead and draw something here. Let's draw a house. I don't know, let's see. And we're going to have a door. And let's put in some windows. And let's also put in a tree. But this isn't a very good looking tree, because this tree is dying. And our windows, they're all broken. This house has been sitting vacant for a while, poor foreclosure crisis. We've got people underwater and their mortgages. Alright, and our door, well luckily it's closed. Alright, so if we're working in Spanish and we want to use some participles, what would that sound like? So we could write sentences like, so let's look at these three. The door is closed, so closed is our participle. The windows are broken, our participle. And the tree is dead, again, our participle. So what do we need to do? Well, let's look at what those could sound like. So the first thing we want to do is think about how would we say closed in Spanish. So the verb is cerrar. We need to make it into a participle. But now, that participle, because we're using it like an adjective, has to agree in number and gender with the door. And we know that the door, puerta, is singular and feminine. So we need to make this singular and feminine. So we would say, the door is closed. Let's look at our second example, broken. So to break is romper. And romper is one of our irregular participles. And so that one would be roto. And what are we referring to? We're referring to the windows are, and we know our participle is roto, but since we're using it like an adjective, it has to agree in number and in gender with what we're describing. So what are we describing? The windows. The windows are broken. And let's look at one more example. The tree is dead. And dead is morir, to die. And morir is one of our irregular ones, and so we have muerto. Árbol is masculine and singular, and that matches over here, masculine and singular. So there's the three ways that we can use our participles as adjectives. we take them to describe something that we have. We want to remember that they have to agree in number and gender, which means they need to be masculine, feminine, singular, and plural. All right, go out and try a few on your own. Let me know how you do. Suerte.